You're going to read it in every exercise description. Brace your core. Okay, what does that actually mean? It's not sucking in, it's not just like trying to crunch down. A lot of times, even if we're trying to think about bracing the core, it's an afterthought, okay? So what does it really mean, and how are we going to do it with it just being kind of automatic instead of us always having to be like, okay, we're gonna brace. So, compound exercises, we're bracing our core because that's gonna keep our spine stable, and our core is really the link between our lower and upper body. So compound moves, you have everything moving. So when you're driving power from your lower body up through your arms, say you're doing a push press or you're doing a clean, you're transferring that force from your lower to upper body and vice versa. The core is that link. It's loosey-goosey, not much tension in it. It's like a rubber band, it's just gonna go bleh, sink out. It's like limp noodle spaghetti. But keep it nice and tight, got a nice strong structure. Stiff spaghetti doesn't break as easy, right? Keeps you up. I don't know why you want to be building with spaghetti, but I love spaghetti. So when we're gonna brace our core, we want to think about a few things. One, feeling contraction, almost that kind of feeling like someone's gonna punch your stomach. Like you want it to be hard. Like, okay, that's one thing. Two, you're gonna think about your low back and pelvis. A lot of people, most people, have a little bit of an anterior tilt going. It's normal to have a little bit of this dip in the low back. Totally healthy, and that's part of what keeps your body upright. You have a little dip here, a little rounding here, and that's what keeps everything, gravity pulling straight down and you not falling over. But the dips can get really big like this, like we're twerking or something. When the weight gets dumped in here, that's when things kind of hurt here. And it's kind of hard to really brace your core that much if it's stuck out like this. So if you're really bracing your transverse abdominis, your deepest core muscle here, your tailbone is almost going to tuck under just a little bit as you watch. See, it's a small motion, but we're not sticking out. I usually walk around like this, but if I'm really bracing my core, coming in just a little bit. It's enough that you should feel that happening. The last thing to think about is your ribs. So my ribs are right here. A lot of times, if you do have this arch in your low back, your ribs, see my ribs, my hands are on it, they're kind of sticking out, kind of jutting out. It's like a weird thing going on here. But if I tuck it, my ribs are going straight down. They're pointed down to the floor like they're gonna be fingers in my pockets. So if you ever find yourself in an exercise and you're like, oh, my ribs are really sticking out, you're probably not bracing your core, you're not in a neutral spine.